Oh, wow. Hello there. Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. Tonight's special, we have FACEIT League. FACEIT League, Season 6. Week 6? Season 2? Season 2, Week 6. Yes, I'll get the specials right here soon. It's going to be a main course of TeamZ and Vice in a beautiful blend, perfectly harmonized and dashed with a little chaos. Should be delicious. I hope you enjoy. Let's talk about today's match. First and foremost, I mean, we've had patch notes come through. Hey, it could be worse. It could be the EMEA teams that were playing the moment it dropped completely blind. Just throw it into the fire. At least our NA teams have a little bit to digest this. It's our first look at Vice on stream here. So I'm really excited to get them on. Really excited to see how I think these two teams kind of pair up nicely. And could be a little bit of a preview to what we can expect in the early rounds of playoffs. And just kind of get a baseline look at these teams now, and then see how they improve or change moving into playoffs as well. These servers have just been acting weird all day. I am so sorry, y'all. Hopefully I get in on this first map. I can give y'all a quick look at our map pool while I'm waiting for that to happen. All right, so Nepal, Akbal, the Colosseo, Saravasa, and then Circuit Royale, picked by TeamZ for map 5 if we need to go that far. Okay. Woo! We finally made it. Oh, we even have, like, health bars and outlines and stuff, which was, you know, a hot commodity this morning. All right, let's kill the music. Let's get it going. Sorry for the delay. Appreciate your patience, friends. We have finally got some Overwatch for you here on this wonderful Tuesday night. Looks like we're getting a recent combination. We're already Lucio Kiri here for TeamZ. Ooh, and then another, we are getting a little bit of the Sojourn on the other side. Looks like XCal's got an early Deadeye here, but there's a sound available for Hinged. And I say early, like we've come in clearly about 3 or 4 team fights into this. And it's a sound barrier difference here from Vice as they grab the first round. Sorry for the late addition, but you know what? Better late than never, I suppose.
0 to 1. Ready for battle.
All right. Yeah, we roll with the punches. I know it wasn't ideal, but we do our best. We do our best. We're having a good time, all right? It's just Overwatch. Can't stress about it too much, all right? It's just some Overwatch. Okay.
4, 3, 2.
Looked like Vice found some success there with the Sojourn.
Capture the objective.
We are going to get a swap over to the Ramatra here for our second round. And then try. I see no Kiri here. Salmon coming over from Avidity, joining this Vice squad, pulling out the Baptiste. Here to accompany Azure on the Ramatra. Ooh, XCOP taking a lot of damage on the objective early. TeamZ have managed to set up all over the point. Finally, Azure's going to drop down. It looks like it's kind of a straightforward approach here from Vice. Painkiller down low. Got to be careful. Doesn't have to worry about the Vortex. It is able to jump out. But not going to grab first cap so easily. Azure's going to round up and finish off what they started, taking Painkiller out of the fight. This could throw Vice's plans into a bit of a quadre. As Hinge finds a final blow there. XCal just getting the heck out. First cap going over to Vice. Okay. G2 position on that high ground. He's making on the Echo here. Getting Echo with that 225 health. Just a little bit more vulnerable to Jutsu on that high ground with the Ash. That's not Jutsu. Okay, Painkiller looping around the left side here with Peace, trying to avoid that poke damage on the approach. Pulse Bomb lands onto XCal. NVM with just the flex onto XCal. I mean, holy cow. Consuming Rush now, Ed, as TeamZ are looking to clap back here. Dancing around the center pillar. Painkiller would like to have found more on it, trying to escape to Mega, and the supports are going to go there to bail him out. But Peace gets left by themselves on the objective, and it's another kill here for Vice. TeamZ did manage to flip the point through all of this. And Len and Painkiller are going to combine there for a kill. Sound Barrier, ooh, that was booped up into the air, but there was nobody there to finish off Hinged. Painkiller has to just bail with their ultimate and live to fight another day. All right, Jutsu still making their way back onto this point. Vice crossed the 50% line. A couple of DPS ults as well as a Sound Barrier online here. We saw the Sound Barrier used for Vice in that last fight, so I'd expect an aggressive one once this comes to fruition. Painkiller swapped over to a D.Va as well. D.Va flying up to the high ground. We got a little bit of a D.Va nerf, did we not? I think we did give nerf. We'll have to check that. Early Bob found a kill. NVM with the pulse, just kind of keeping everybody pressed at bay. He's going to move over. I think the call for XCal on the outside was made. Ooh, maybe not. I'm not sure they know XCal is there. XCal's managed to hide down low. He's going to move in, try to get the pulse onto Jutsu. Not able to find it. Meanwhile, there's a Annihilation out front, trying to deal with the duplicate here from Peace. Peace decides to just hold their ground. Meanwhile, it's a nice alternative event there for TeamZ on the point, getting a kill and denying a pulse bomb on the other side. These are able to flip this objective. XCal's already picked up one. Went in here for XCal on the high ground, outside, excuse me. This is the coast side, Megan, not the top side. Flores, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, 41.99. Let's kind of recenter here. Ant Matrix online for Vice as they're looking to push back in. They're going to be running into a Kitsune Rush. They should know this is available. I don't believe we've seen one out of TeamZ yet on this map. At least not in a while. I could be wrong. Gavar's just a slow push on the outside. Reserve been kept at bay here by Peace and Painkiller, but eventually pushes on and using the shield and Matrix as well. So Peace tries to move into the back. See if they can find an execution. The Kitsune Rush thrown in, but no such luck as both supports are cut down on the other side. Reserve finding the ladder. XCal trying to clap back here. XCal gets two. Painkiller gets one with the pulse ball, with the self-destruct. XCal here with the touch. Painkiller was not able to get back in mech. Ooh, gets the kill on the Hinge. It's a 2v1 on this point. If they can whittle through the large health pool of the Ramatra, reinforcements are here for TeamZ. Painkiller has returned on a Doomfist. Oh, the Suzu was too early. And Envian's pulse will cut through what remained of TeamZ on this point. It was a valiant effort, but it's looking like Vice are in control. Just a little bit of cleanup on the back end here to close out map one. That kill on a piece will do it. Vice claim Nepal, take a 1-0 lead in the series. Right, let's go get that point on the board. We got play? Oh, yeah, NVM got play. Absolutely. NVM a great map. Oh. Right. Oh. Hey, I have a new Ice logo. Hold on. I will get this in as soon as possible. Meanwhile, I will give you all stats. There you go. Some stats for Vice. I'm going to try to get this logo plugged in. I won't be able to get it. Oh, here. Just let me get this as soon as I can. Let's see. I can at the very least get it on the scoreboard at the bottom of your screen. We can get it in. I don't want to get it in everywhere. I don't know if I can get it in on every screen I have, but I can absolutely plug it in on the scoreboard. Yeah, there you go, friends. Boom. Look at that. That's actually badass. That's really cool. I like their logo. There you go, logo debut, friends. There you go. There you go. Oh, let's look at some stats. I mean, dominant. Dominant. Zer was 0 deaths. 0 deaths. 21 and 0 for Xur during that one. There you go. That's certainly a standout. No doubt. No doubt. Hey, don't break my screen. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get it fixed on this one in time. This one, that's a little bit more involved. So I won't be able to fix the logo on this screen, but we can still use this to see your map pool. Oh, I suppose we could just use... That's fine. Oh, wait, let's go back to this screen. This one's a lot prettier. There we go. I can roll for map number 2. We got a side swap too.
Ready for battle.
I do actually like showing y'all this. So we had a Blizzard World ban. Well, let's do it in order. Kings Row ban to start things off from Vice. They got first ban here on map 2. TeamZ had second ban with Blizzard World. Then that leads us back. There's that swap sides I promised you. What do we got? Oh, we got another Ramatra out of Xur. Served him very well there on Shrine.
1. Attackers incoming.
Sticking with the Baptiste. We're going to get the Diva once again. Out of Painkiller and Peace on the Echo. Now, Jutsu is on a cast this time around, not the Ash. So Peace might have a little bit easier time, at least initially, as far as poke damage is concerned. But I think Painkiller is going to have to be a little bit more aware of some excess damage in the mid-fight with that swap. It's a wide swing around here and a very quick aggression onto the point from Vice. Excuse me, from TeamZ. Color swaps always get me. They've already got a free tick of progress. Okay. Vice just gonna give that one up. They've given up 2 ticks for free. What is going on? Is anybody gonna get on the point? Xur finally makes their way onto the objective after 87% had been picked up. Is taking damage from all sides. His piece has gotten entrenched on this little high ground above. It's gonna be very difficult to dislodge. Okay, Xur now keeping a toe on this objective. NVM trying to make their way in to get some damage done, but Passage is back out for heals. Xur first off the point for a moment. 90-some odd percent picked up. Xur's going to go down with the Kitsune Rush out, and that's going to be the cap. Point A picked up here by TeamZ. Oh, and they're going to stagger the Lucio a bit. They're waiting long enough to kind of force him all the way back and for as long as possible. I mean, they had already had back spawns, but that Lucio just now spawned in, so it allows the cart to move forward a little bit. I don't think it's enough. They're hoping it's going to be enough that Vice wouldn't be able to sit up here at all, I think, but duplicate now used here. Let me refocus. As 2 Tracers on the battlefield, NVM having to deal with the Doppelganger. One of the pulses out. Oh, don't run into your own pulse. Trying to chase down NVM. NVM will get Peace out of the duplicate, but here comes the Cavalry as XCal shows up, finds their second kill of this team fight. TeamZ easily in control of this mid-fort area. Really, I guess would be the outer wall, if we're being specific. I think as far as a castle in the town, this would be the outer wall. Maybe? I don't know. All right, Painkiller with a setup here to try to prevent a recontest. Hart continues to march over bridge. Sound barrier available for both teams. Lucios are looking for the bridge boops. Of course, this is a prime spot for that. Need to get a swap out of the Xur onto a Winston here at some point. I don't know. I think that had to be before last fight with their sound barrier now out. Both teams, as a matter of fact. Jutsu gets just absolutely murdered on the objective. This is a self-destruct thrown in. We did get an honest swap out of Salmon at some point. I'm assuming with the Winston swap. But NVM goes down, and this cart continues to roll. They're going to batter down the doors and enter the castle with about 5 minutes on the time bank here.
Hey.
So I was wondering how the Echo was going to fare with the nerf to the health. And EMEA didn't fare so well, and even in on Nepal, Peace struggled a little bit against the Ash. But so far, I feel like it's been working out pretty well. Kitsune rush in here to aggress. A couple of their ults appear with it if they so choose. Going into the back is Painkiller. Excal's gonna miss the stick, but Painkiller is still there to batter down Jutsu with the pommel. I guess that'd be a pummel. A pommel is a part of a sword. A pummel is something you do with your fist. Or a hammer, I suppose. All right, duplicate in from Peace onto the Zarya, of all things. This is Azur's trying to come back out on that. Ooh, Peace is able to stay alive through this. The double tanks might just be enough to take this home, but they're not able to find the picks just yet. Azur does a good job of dancing around. Good heals in from the supports. Man, I thought Peace with the duplicate would be the end of it, but Azur stays alive long enough for the sound barrier to come out. Peace does go into the back and finish off Salmon instead. Azur at 1. The next Cal comes in to find that kill. Without the tank and without Peace here, though, this is looking less and less likely. XCal comes in with a kill on the NVM, and they're still trying to fight this out. Pulse Bomb down's gonna get hinged as well. Half of Jutsu's life taken down, and Lin there for the final blow. Salmon full. Spin to win is back here on the point. Azur standing tall with the Doomfist, but they're the only one from the defense. NVM does return on the Tracer, but Azur is cut down. The defense has not stabilized. The Kitsune rush out. Painkillers return with an annihilation. They're not going to. This is going to be a cap with 3 minutes on the board.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Peace and Painkiller fall at that. Oh, yeah, let's go check that Diva nerf real quick. Wait, what was that? I remember seeing it this morning, but I'm spacing on exactly what it was. Let me get the exact nerf on that Diva for you. I thought I saw that. It was, oh, yes. Duration, defense matrix nerf down to 3 seconds from 3.5. There you go. That was that. I thought Diva took a little bit of a nerf here. All right. Whoop. Let's see if I can get out of the castle backwards at full speed. Yep. There we go. What an answer. This TeamZ come out of the gates. I mean, wow, just immediately pedal to the metal, full speed the moment that gate opened, the moment the doors opened. XCal with an exceptional performance, with a real pop-off performance there on the back end with the Tracer. Get the job done despite Peace and Painkiller being out of that fight. It's so difficult to cap right there in front of the spawn. In a 3v5, most of the time, more often than not, the defense is going to stabilize on a kill under your tank and onto your Echo as well. Azur now back on the Ramatra. Painkiller did make a swap, as we might have noticed in chat. Painkiller also on a Ramatra of their own. We are getting both teams on the carry, so no BAP this time around. Be a little bit more aggressive, I suppose, as far as when you dive in. Suzu very good as well. We did get a bit of adjustment here. I just noticed. Want to point out that Jutsu has picked up the Tracer and NVM is on the Echo. Ooh, see Jutsu maybe still warming up on that Tracer a little bit. XCal, though, is absolutely on fire. Is molten hot. He's already picked up two. He's going to back up, grab a Suzu, top off. This is going to be a defensive hold out of TeamZ here for this first fight. That XCal might go for a fun bridge stick here. We'll see. Had NVM in their sights. All right. Go back to the attacker's pop. Azur moves past center statue, or center pillar. Painkiller is going to go try to buy that back. It's close to an annihilation. Kitsune rush out from both of our squads. Hinged will not get the sound barrier off. Just gets absolutely melted between XCal and Painkiller. I mean, I'm not even sure Painkiller got any punches in. I saw Painkiller punching down Azure on the other side. Woo! It's that nice finish as well. XCal having a hell of a map from what I can tell. All right. Only Kitsune Rush used from both of our teams. All 8 ultimates online otherwise. It's an aggressive positioning here early out of Azure. It looked like the backline's a bit disconnected, but Hinge and Jutsu are able to handle whatever duel they were in. Sound Barrier now in from Hinge to try to finish this off as the Song of Shielding fades from the defense. Vice take over point A, and we'll finally get this point unlocked. You can get some exit picks on the way out. Whoop. Spin when you got anywhere to swift step to. Oh, you do. Where'd you go? Oh, out onto the bridge. NVM looking for the finish. Pieces there for backup. And we're going to go ahead and invest to stabilize. Oh, Azure just gets demolished. Smashed into Ragtimeville. Or Ragdollville, whichever. Ragtime Ragdoll. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. All right, Azure's back as the battlefront has gone from all the way on bridge to all the way in front of the door here at point B. We are going to get a duplicate in. VM duplicated on Lucio, I think just to stay alive. Piece immediately melted. Let's go check out the front line. Azure trying to hold this corner. Painkiller very, very low. He's keeping Azure held on this corner for the moment. Painkiller does get topped off. So the defense managed to disengage 5 strong. Now they're going to push back in inside outer wall here. Kitsune Rush out from both squads. Azure close to an annihilation. As both of our Ramatras kind of in a bit of a staring contest here on the point. There goes Azure into the back line, throwing down the Vortex and the Nemesis. Annihilation thrown on the back of it. We're going to get Sound Barrier out here from TeamZ as they just safely disengage from the Annihilation. I did not see any picks. I only see 4 players here, though. Where's XCal? Oh, there's a duplicate over the top. Let's go check in on that, as there's a lot of Ramatras on the battlefield here for the moment. Oh, check in on the Doppelganger. Go punch it in the back. Annihilation out. Sound Barrier invested here from Hinge just to keep the duplicate at bay right in front of the doors. Really nice play from TeamZ to force out those important ultimates, and then just, boom, they're out of there. Now, TeamZ have high ground position, and it's up to Vice to figure out a way. They're going to move in from both sides, both stairwells. So it's a disengage down low here from TeamZ. They're trying to back all the way to spawn. They lose piece in the process, but, you know, trade out for Echoes. NVM had ultimate, so that's a little bit of a bigger loss here for Vice as Painkiller goes punching up to the high ground. Takes Azure down. Sorry, I missed that one. Hit the wrong button. Had Annihilation if they needed it. Ooh, NVM. NVM still skulking around up here. Late trade on the Lucio. It's kind of a stalemate. Is there a person in down low? NVM over the high ground. I believe that's Jutsu moving in on top left here with the pulse. Okay. Didn't find what they were looking for. Perhaps you were just trying to get out Suzu or something kind of fake. Fake the pulse. You managed to pick up XCal. Zero on the high ground with both DPS moving in from down low, but they are running into a Kitsune Rush. That's a duplicate out of NVM to try to counter back, and there's 2 Ramatras here in Painkiller's face. Painkiller's going to pop the Annihilation just to get the extra armor and to get those hands up. NVM's going to get the bonus Annihilation, turns their attention on the outside, and Lynn is lucky to get that Sound Barrier down. Piece pushing to that, and the Sound Barrier is good. What a disengage piece. Gets the disengage fadeaway kill onto Jutsu. Now XCal has returned to this fight, and the defense is up by a +2. Annihilation pops from Azure on this objective, but they gotta burn down through Piece's duplicate before they can even get into the backline. They're gonna use a Sound Barrier to try to do that. Get this damn tree out of my way. Piece's duplicate fades. The Painkiller is going in, hunting for somebody in the back. That was a pulse bomb out from Jutsu. Won't get the job done. Salmon coming up on the next ultimate here, but they have to stay alive long enough to use it. Got to drop down to the outside, and VM swapped over to a Sombra. Jutsu's able to pick one up on the Tracer as well. Lin looking low, and it took him a while to do it. Woo! Vice able to kind of weather the storm here and just endure to get this door battered down. But man, they are limping into point C with $1.50 to work with.
Has reached the champion.
Good news is Salmon held on to this Kitsune rush. Could have very easily thrown that in to close out that fight, but good discipline out of Salmon. Holding on to this now. They've waited long enough that Spin to Win managed to build up one of their own. Spin to Win has not invested theirs yet. This is just a disengage around this final corner here from TeamZ. Now we're going to get the counter punch rush in from Spin to Win and TeamZ as they push forward. Painkiller's able to pick up one, has the annihilation. Oh, Peace is able to mow through a pair. Oh, that was just a pain sandwich. That's a late investment from Azura. Azura's able to pick up a couple with it too. But the spawn is so close. Unless you can keep pressure going. Can they take advantage of the two players down? Envyum is in here with an EMP. Is going to go ahead and translocate in and get it. 4 players hit by the EMP, but not Lin. Lin gets the sound barrier out. Painkiller with the annihilation, and that is all you wrote for that fight. All she wrote. Whoever the proverbial she is. So a high-risk, late stagger investment from Azure and Envyum does not pay off. Lin, with the perfect positioning, does not get hit by the EMP, most importantly, and that sound barrier is massive. Could absolutely be a series-tying sound barrier. It is. Nobody else will make it back, and we are locked at 1 apiece.
Play of the game.
What do we get for play of the game? Oh, it's XCal again. I'm telling you, XCal is having a hell of a series. Or had a hell of a map at the very least. Woo. Okay. This one looks like it will go the distance, so I'm gonna run a quick ad break. Oh, never mind. Damn, one already ran. Okay, sorry, I was trying to run an ad break during, during downtime, so you're not missing gameplay. I'm trying to get better about that. Last thing I want... Okay, I will check in between next map, because I don't want y'all to get an ad break in an important team fight or something. That's the worst. So I will try to run a 1-minute ad break during these downtimes. Okay, let's take a look at some stats here. Sorry, I'm slouching. Let's take a look at some stats before we get into map 3.
Initiating match.
Oh, there we go. I'll get you stats, I promise. Oh, what do we got? Azure went deathless in the first map. Had a few. Had a few in that one. What a clapback there from TeamZ on their map pick. Able to come in and take Eichenwald. Now we are back to Vice's map pick. We did get, let's see, what did we get for ban here? We got New Queen Street banned out. Excuse me, we're back on TeamZ's map pick. That was Vice's map pick. Eichenwald was Vice's map pick. So, Vice banned out New Queen Street. TeamZ get pick here as we head to Coliseum. Okay, Painkiller going back over to the Diva. Azure showing us something new, though. We're going to get Azure on to the Sigma. Using the Lucio Bap with it and Jutsu back onto the Ashe. So, a lot of long-range poke. I should have the advantage in the Archway fight, but I think we'll be at a disadvantage when it comes to the high ground fights. We'll see if it plays out like I'm thinking it will. Another thing to worry about is just XCal. XCal really came to life in that last map. We also get NVM going back over to the Tracer here to try to help deal with XCal a little bit. So, but you know what? Peace is still on a rampage. Has managed to pick up 1. Man, get that 2 for Peace. TeamZ with a clean first fight win. No casualties. Flawless victory. And I said that Vice might have the advantage, or theoretically would have the advantage in that, first fight through the long hallway with the extra poke damage. But here I'm battling for high ground. This is where things could get really difficult for Vice, because Painkiller has the mobility to bounce around wherever they want. Zur and Jutsu are a lot more fixed in their positioning. Zur cautiously playing from the high ground, does go ahead and make the positional investment to drop down onto the cart. Good raid, lands a rock on the outside, but they've already lost Jutsu in the back and now under a lot of pressure in their own right. That was a focusing beam from Peace that looked to put the bulk of the damage in. And a second fight win in a row. This one not flawless. We also got a sub as Spin to Win. Well, that's not a sub. Wait, I don't know what's going on with that. Spin to Win is now Rip Goats. That doesn't sound like streamer mode. That just looks like alt accounts or a sub. So I'm not sure. I'm not as intimately familiar with these players, so forgive me if that's an alt account, but it does look like we got a sub in that flex portal. Focusing beam almost melted through Zur. Zur not able to do anything with that kinetic grasp against the focusing beam. The Kitsune Rush is just going to keep things moving here. They've already got the checkpoint. And TeamZ is just full speed into spawn. Zur making a swap on over to the D.Va in their own right. Jutsu off of the Ashe onto the Echo. And this is where we saw NVM pick up the Echo when they wanted to run this, so this worked out. NVM with a pulse, going into the back, really trying to stop this momentum out of TeamZ. TeamZ is full steam ahead right now. Give me a duplicate out of Peace. TeamZ is the one kind of taking the initiative, setting the pace on the back of this map, and the cart continues to roll forward through all of this. TeamZ with 120 meters to 0 lead. And a lot to ults to work with. Suzu has to be used from Salmon to protect themselves against the Pulse Bomb. Painkiller going into the back. Now we got a sound barrier out from both squads. Suzu eating a lot of damage. Volley of stickies. Trying to chase down Peace. Locked in this dogfight 1v1. Still looking for that kill. Goes in with a focusing beam. Finds Rip Goats instead. We'll take that one. Self-destruct out for Painkiller though. Picks up NVM. Does this mean TeamZ are going to want to stick around in this fight? They don't have a Kiriko. But no, they are going to back out. So far, just a stalemate here for this corner. There's the aggressive move. Finally, Vice are ones to take the initiative, but running into a Kitsune Rush, can't help but wonder if they just ran right into the trap card of TeamZ. As Jutsu got not only taken out of duplicate, but now just sent back to spawn entirely. Pulse Bomb in from NVM just doesn't hit the mark. Now Zur in a bit of trouble. Zur did manage to find Rip Goats one more time and does have a self-destruct to get back in mech. Hinge tried to run away with the bot, but TeamZ were wise to your ways, have gotten control of Tim Smith and continue to push forward. Still 5 minutes left on the clock here. Just streamer mode. Okay, heard. Thank you. Rip Goats is a weird streamer mode. I mean, I figured with Kiriko, like, they're still playing Kiriko, so I mean, that was kind of what I figured, but I don't know. Streamer mode always gets me, man. Always. All right. Painkiller gets punished for their hubris on that one, and for the, seems like the first time, Vice are able to string a couple of kills together here. Still not quite a team fight win. There you go. There's a kill on to Lin. And they're actually preventing a disengage. Nicely done. So still plenty of time. I mean, just it didn't take long for TeamZ to get 134 meters. Vice could theoretically swing this back. But it does mean a win in the neutral and a massive ult advantage on the other side. So an important fight here for Vice. See if they can pull this one out as a deficit. Okay, it's gonna be a duplicate out of piece onto a Lucio. All right, that didn't last long. Piece is immediately gonna get hunted down. Salmon's able to pick up one. Still has a Kitsune Rush in the pocket. But it's Vice still playing kind of from a defensive standpoint here. They're just kind of fighting to get out of their own zone. They've still not gained any meterage and have not gained any entrance into TeamZ territory. XCal playing in off the outside. We saw Azure keeping it marked for a second. Hinge rotated over to kind of pick up that duel. Now Azure tapping in. They've got to know XCal has Pulse available. All right. Jutsu coming in to finally pick up the duty of keeping the mark flanked. Kitsune Rush thrown in over the middle as we're going to get a full fight breaking out. Interesting position here from Vice as they use their kind of perpendicular across the point. Ooh. Not sure how Peace got that one, but a good opening kill through the chaos as Peace is able to hunt one down. Down barrier in from both of our squads. Let's go check some XCal Pov here. I kind of get re-centered on what exactly is going on through this chaos. Looks to me like TeamZ just kind of forced Vice in all separate directions, and they found a pair that they liked and hunted down the 4v2. I do appreciate the heads up, y'all, by the way. Thank y'all for filling me in the information gaps. We're all just learning here together. Try to enjoy some Overwatch together. 2:30 left to go. I will say that Vice managed to kind of come back in the macro. Did force a lot out of TeamZ in that last fight.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Once again, Peace duplicating a Lucio's. Determined to get this Lucio dupe to work, right? Try to use an extra sound barrier. Oh, actually got the extra sound barrier off this time. That's going to push in. There's a Kitsune Rush to pile with it. Painkiller going deep into the back. Gonna throw a self-destruct down aggressively. Not something you see every day. And BM tried to dupe the Diva across that, but here comes TeamZ starting to push the bot forward. Azure out of mech, down, dead. Anybody here to contest? Answer is no. That's gonna be a full completion. That's a full cap to nothing. TeamZ gave up 0 meterage and a flawless Coliseum. The only thing that could have made that any better is if they lost 0 team fights and had 0 like deaths whatsoever. But it was nearly that kind of flawless. Still a 135-0, whatever the final cap meterage is here. Peace with play of the game. Woo! That was gnarly. What a great map out of TeamZ. Get y'all some stats on that one. I'm anxious to see them myself. Yeah, it looks like 7 deaths in total. Oh, it is Hanbei. Of course it's Hanbei. Of course it's Hanbei. I knew that. I knew that. I'm sorry. Forgive me when my brain farts sometime, all right, y'all? I'm trying to cover like 4 different divisions here, and I sometimes I just get my wires crossed, all right? Sometimes I just get my wires crossed and I forget things. XCal with another excellent round. XCal 39-4 there on Eichenwalde, 15-0 on Coliseum. Woo, really popping off. Holy hell. I'll keep a sharper eye. I need to learn to keep a sharper eye on this screen so I can make sure I'm getting these player names embedded into my brain. I'll go try to run an ad for y'all. There we go. No subs, just like my Twitch channel. All right. Ready to head into Cervasa. Oops. That was the wrong button. Sorry. Oh, let's see. Obviously, no bans on Flashpoint. Cervasa is Vice's map pick. Cervasa, the more played of the two.
Initiating match.
Flash Mob! Good to see you in chat, my friend. Good to see you. Appreciate the heads up. Appreciate the communication from captains and stuff. I know having You know, some stranger reaching out. Flashmob I've reached out to before. It's not the first time getting TeamZ on here, but it's the first time getting Vice on here. So I appreciate y'all. I know it's a little weird just having some stranger reach out and be like, hey, I want to cover your match. Tell me about yourselves. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for bearing with this old man and filling me in on your squads. I really appreciate it.
Ready for battle.
All right, with that said, let's get into map 4. Oh, hey. I forgot something very important here. This is a well-earned point on the board here for TeamZ. My bad. My bad. Boom. All
5,
right.
4,
No side swap.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, interesting.
Initial flashpoint.
As they're coming out on a Zarya, we're going to go back to the Sombra Tracer look.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Okay, and Habe is going back over to the Curie as well. I mean, is sticking with the Curie here. Is changing their name again as well. Stupid streamer mode. Streamer mode is the worst thing for streamers. I'm just saying. All right, Lynn finding first blood. Let's go get some Lucio Pov. We don't get a lot of Lucio Pov on this stream. Whoop. Going in a little aggressive. Nice little move. Peace able to follow up on that. Pick up one. So it's XCal. First cap goes over to TeamZ. Whoop. And NVM trying to get an early pick there back into this fight. Both teams sticking with the Lucio Curie. I mean, despite what I was talking about kind of the top of the series, of both receiving health nerfs, but both got damage buffs. So, there is that. Slight as they may be. Actually, 18 to 22 on the Lucio is fairly significant, it feels like. It does feel like sound barriers are coming online, you know, pretty darn quick. Hinged is up in that race at the moment. Gets an air rush out from the other side, though. As Habe is able to win the rush war and get an early pick on the back of it. We are now getting a response here from Vice. And that will force TeamZ all the way off the objective. Ooh, here comes Peace in on the backside just to prevent the cap. Allows a rotation to come through here from TeamZ. Beautifully done. Now Azur's low. Azur's going to get melted. NVM ran off the point, forced to recall back out. And TeamZ with a gorgeous little move. The 4 players rotate off. Peace comes in and prevents the cap while the rest of the team rotates back on and is able to all focus and converge on Azur. Really nice play there in that final fight to get that first cap and push TeamZ one step closer here to a 3-1 dub. All right, check in on this EMP. You got a self-destruct using that in that last fight? I failed to recognize that, or at least it didn't stick. Okay, once they've decided that TeamZ isn't going to go through the front door, they run up, meet with the EMP. It looks like most of that was Sun Tzu'd off. Lin did stay hacked, but they're able to survive, get the sound barrier out, and now looking to counterpunch back as they're already dead. XCal is able to pick up one in the back. It's not without Hinge getting it killed, but Hinge has just got to beat feet and get the heck on out. But Hinge staying alive is important. Quick recontest incoming here from Vice. TeamZ making a swap over to a Cassidy. It may just be to help keep XCal at bay. Hinge is able to deal with him this time. And 5v4, moving back onto this objective. Zur with a grab. We'll go ahead and throw it up against the wall. Yep, opportunity there. Got the DM out of Painkiller first. Gets Sunia rush in response. Painkiller has not go down. Eventually does get demaxed. Peace is going to go ahead and drop a duplicate onto Zarya. Try to build up towards the grab of their own right. Painkiller able to move in on the back of that and get a kill with the... Wait, is that... That was with a body blaster. That was with a bunny blaster. That's just embarrassing. Opportunity rush. I was about to say impulse, but I think NVM got a few steps ahead of the rest of the team. Gets caught out early. Everybody from TeamZ just kind of converged on that one. Yeah, just got in ahead of the rest of the team. Lin is able to come up with a pair of kills in the back, but NVM and Jutsu got a little bit of work done. NVM still hanging out. The rest of TeamZ now running off to the other point, because guess what? It's capped. They're out of there. Don't matter. Don't matter if you lost 2. Don't matter. NVM giving chase here. I believe they're by themselves, though.
Unlocks in 10 seconds.
I hear a Jutsu. Ooh, X-Cal! Oh, wow. X-Cal is just the phantom with the pulse. Appears out of the walls to take your tank out of the fight. NVM does get some revenge, and Azure is back. So, player advantage for Vice as they push back onto this objective, and they're going to waste no time trying to make the best of it. Jutsu, ooh, close to a Deadeye, but Azure gets just melted on the front. Jutsu was hoping to try to support him, but it's just 1 second behind on the Deadeye. No tank here. Painkiller will force everybody else off the spawn. Let's say somebody was sticking around. X-Cal, see if they can try to finish off this broken fight. I believe player advantage is to TeamZ right now, particularly with that kill on Jutsu. Okay, Jutsu making their way back into this fight. Last opportunity here for Vice. They need to win this one. They do have a few ults to work with. Jutsu finds an opening pick. Gonna drop the Deadeye on this point. They're gonna Painkiller in their face. They circumvented! Get 2 on to the supports! Oh, that is exactly what Vice needed, and they'll stay alive just a little bit longer. He's giving chase here. Oh, X-Cal gets caught. I did not see X-Cal over there. Otherwise, I'd have gone and checked that. Fortunately for Vice, they caught X-Cal's presence. Caught whiff of it. Meaning strike is disengaged from that aggressive move. Painkiller will take a bit of damage, knocked down below that precious armor house. So Soundbreaker comes in from Lin to try to finish what would be a final fight for the series if TeamZ can pull it out. And Painkiller's already putting the step in the right direction. X-Cal moving it into the back. Pulse bomb dodged. NVM running away. Point's gonna flip. Kills going in TeamZ's favor. Oh, and Lin getting a final blow for the road. GG's all around. TeamZ will take the series in a 3-1. They move up. Well, they move to 6-5 to close out the season.
Play the game.
And a little Lin play of the game there at the very end. You know, we don't get enough Lucio play of the games. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, let's take a look at some stats. Take a look at how this whole thing went down. This whole shebang went down. TeamZ, big congrats, big GG, able to take the dub in the end. X-Cal with one hell of a series. First round, very much in Vice's favor, as they were able to take Nepal quite cleanly. 21 kills apiece for both Azure and Jutsu. No one even close to that on the other side. Piece only coming up with, was 2-6 in that one. A rough start here for TeamZ. And it looked like Vice had them downloaded right out of the gate with the Ramatra comp. But as we went on, the Diva became more and more prominent, going into Icavalda, which was Vice's map pick I mean, TeamZ really turned it on. XCal in particular had a spectacular map there, leading in elims. Painkiller leading in damage, going over to the D.Va here, and kind of stuck with the D.Va for the rest of the series. And that was pretty much the tale of the tape. It was Vice trying to find an answer to the D.Va and never really coming up with a good solution. Painkiller coming in 18-1 on that one. Very few deaths on Colosseo. That was the best push map, the most one-sided push map we have seen all season long in any region. That was a very, very well executed push map. In fact, I was really, really impressed with what I saw out of TeamZ as far as their decision making throughout this entire series. And I think it was really embodied there on Flashpoint on that very first map on Market, where is it Market? I think it's Market. Is that first point on Cervasa, where just when we saw that really nice rotation, where Painkiller rotates off with the rest of the team. And wasn't XCal, it was Peace on the Echo, rotates onto the point, and just long enough to stall for the rest of the team to rotate all the way around and then come back in and secure a kill, all converging onto a Zarya there. That one play I thought was really indicative of just the decision making and the communication we saw from TeamZ, and I think that's what won it out for him. Vice never really found an answer for the D.Va. I mean, XCal, Painkiller, exceptional today. Hard to give player of the match in this. I think XCal would have to take it. XCal, I mean, it's easy for the DPS to look standout, but XCal I felt really was head and shoulders above. Not everybody, but just, so stand out. Just stand out. Not head and shoulders above like the rest of their team wasn't carrying their weight, but I'm thinking like the fight on Eichenwald for their cap, where Painkiller and Peace are already dead, and it's just XCal and two supports, and XCal is able to keep the defense under enough pressure where they can't stabilize and buy enough time for Peace and Painkiller to get back in there, and they end up capping with a ton of time, right? That's what I mean when I'm talking about just really stood out. I mean, XCal, you got to get my MVP, bud. All right. But hey, that's going to do it. A fantastic match. Once again, big shout out to captains and coaches of both squads. Appreciate Flashmob for helping me, fill me in here for TeamZ. And then Nick, a.k.a. is Nian, I think is how you pronounce that. Forgive me. Nian from the other side. Really appreciate y'all helping me out. Got a lot more action coming up. Let's see. Let's take a look at the schedule for the rest of the week. I'm hopeful to get a doubleheader in tomorrow. I'm still waiting for confirmation from Ints on this, but I'm planning to give you an Ints doubleheader once they give me the okay. So I've already got all my ducks in a row, just waiting for the thumbs up from Ints, and we'll be a go. So we'll have an Ints doubleheader, be your first time getting them on stream. We'll have them taking on Hypnos, and then directly following that, them taking on VP. Tomorrow night, we have got Fluffy Dreamland taking on Timeless. So, I mean, two top teams from NA Master. I believe it's their last match of the season as well. Two of your number one, if we're looking at your standings here, both of them, all three of these teams sitting 9-1. And I believe here, let's go take a look real quick. Yeah, and it's both of their final matches of the season. So this should be a fun one here tomorrow night for NA Master to kind of round out the division completely. Moving on to Thursday, we've got Aoma taking on Super Shy for EMEA. Thursday night, we'll be heading into Expert with Voyager. That is Faded and Forgotten Squad taking on Ilya and Artemis. Looking forward to seeing them. Haven't seen them on stream yet, so it'll be our first look at that Expert squad. And then rounding out with another kind of collegiate adjacent squads, set of squads with Agave Cove and UTA. Obviously, it's University of Texas Arlington. That is a straight collegiate squad. But you've got Syndrolin and Mercedes and Winter, I believe, have all competed in collegiate, if I'm not mistaken. At least have competed around the path to Pro State. For that, I can be confident. All right, anyway, there you go. I've got a busy week still ahead of you. Lots more FACEIT matches coming up. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. It's been an absolute blast. Appreciate all the follows. Appreciate all the love and support. It means the world. But that is going to do it. I got nothing else for you. Y'all be kind to each other. Look out for each other. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.